Okay, so hello you and welcome to some kind of Fox content and welcome back to the excavation of Hobbs Barrow. Which is the question, will we be allowed to do so? Because this guy doesn't seem to...
No questions. I'm not interested.
But...
Off with you.
Be interested in the fact that I would like to, you know, dig in the burrow.
This is where I dug up Jane.
So now I'm a little confuzzled on what to
Hello?
do. I guess we'll follow her. That's the only lead I got right now. Oh, hi.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Did you see a young girl with blonde hair pass by here?
No, lass. There you are. Are you Thomasina Bateman?
Wait, is that Mr. Shoulder? I mean, of all the things that we've blurted out to the entire town by now, my name is the least, problematic.
That's my name.
How marvelous. It's me, Leonard Shoulder.
There he is, finally!
I'd given up on finding you.
Please take a seat, Miss Bateman. We have much to discuss.
Oh, we have to discuss your whereabouts. Well, you're right here, but where have you been? I've been looking all over.
Proven to be quite the enigma, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm mortified. I offer you 1,000 apologies. You see, I've been bound to my bed these past few days with a terrible fever.
How dreadful. I take it you're feeling better now?
Aye. I were on me way to find you when I stopped here to catch me breath. I've not much go in me these days.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I were worried you'd have given up on me and left town.
I had no idea what had become of you, Mr. Shoulder. I spent a good amount of time pounding on your front door.
I'm embarrassed. I really am. I've been doing my best to sleep through the fever. I am so very sorry. Please accept my apology, Miss Bateman.
Fine, Mr. Shoulder. I've come all this way. Let us speak of the business at hand.
Marvelous.
I've just learned that my father was part of a previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow some 25 years ago. Why didn't you mention this in your letter?
What? Where did you hear that?
I have my means.
I swear, Miss Bateman, I had no idea.
I take it you will also deny delivering me my father's journal?
I'm confused. What journal?
My father's journal was slipped under my door at the Plough and Furrow. It wasn't you who did this.
I've been bound to me bed, lass. What an extraordinary coincidence. You are following in your father's footsteps.
It would seem so, Mr. Shoulder. Why did you invite me to excavate Hobbs Barrow?
I've always been curious about the colourful folklore surrounding the place. My father told me all sorts of stories about it when I were a wee fellow. Stories that some folk around here take a little too seriously, especially after those lads entered the Barrow a while back.
How did you know about me?
I saw your interview in the Bakewell Times. A young lady travelling about the land, digging up barrows. Perfect for the job.
But why do you wish to excavate the barrow?
I want to see what those lads found in there. My curiosity has grown over the years, and now it is time for the mystery to be solved.
I must say I am rather eager to find out what's in there myself. I've managed to find Hobbs Barrow, but Mr. Bryden is yet to give me permission to excavate.
Is that so? Keep trying. He'll relent eventually.
Perhaps you could have a word with him.
Oh no. A lovely young lass such as yourself has a better chance of changing his mind than a shaky old goat like me.
You told me in your letter there would be no issue gaining access to the barrow.
I didn't foresee any when I wrote to you. I'm sorry this has been more complicated than anticipated. Don't give up yet, Miss Bateman. Keep trying with Mr. Bryden.
Did you know my father?
I don't believe so. What's his name?
William Bateman. He was in Bewley for at least a few days, from my understanding.
I'm sorry, lass. The name doesn't ring a bell.
Are you sure you had no idea of my father's involvement in the previous excavation?
I'm quite sure. A most fascinating coincidence, but nothing more than that.
I'm starting to wonder if it's more than mere coincidence, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman, I did not take you for a credulous individual.
None of the sort. What can you tell me about the previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow?
Oh, it were 25 years ago, or thereabout. Back then, Bewley were undergoing a period of great strife. Samuel Bryden hadn't harvested a single crop for 2 seasons. Even Hernwood was sick. Berries went to rot almost as quickly as they grew. Folks started to believe the ground were blighted. Disease spread through the livestock too. People were going hungry, a panic set in.
That sounds terrible.
Aye, but I managed to keep myself fed. These things happen in nature, but the blame for it all fell on Hobbs Barrow. It were long said that a goblin made his home there. A rumour took root that the goblin were not best pleased with the villagers. In revenge for some unperceived slight, the goblin placed a curse on the soil itself. The villagers believed that ridding the barrow of its lodger would put an end to it all.
Hogwash. My father would have paid no heed to such tales.
Whether it were his intent to join the excavation when coming here, I do not know. But whatever it were that Samuel Bryden and those lads did inside that barrow, people say it did the trick. The crop started to grow back, and health returned to the livestock. Bewley were no longer in the grip of dark forces. You must understand, folk here are a superstitious lot. They don't want you disturbing whatever it were those lads did. As far as the villages are concerned, the problem were fixed. The thought of another excavation must be conjuring panic that you'll undo whatever it were they did.
This does explain a lot.
And it's also why I'd venture nobody around here wants you to touch the place.
Except for you.
I want to know what's there.
Surely you don't believe these tales of goblins and curses to be true?
Not at all. However, I suspect those lads did find something in the barrow. But did it have any connection to failing crops and dying livestock? No. I can assure you there's nothing to fear. Coincidence reigns supreme.
So what do you think they found?
That is for us to discover, Miss Bateman.
Who was the third man who joined my father and Mr. Bryden on the excavation?
I'm afraid I don't know. Although I'd heard about the excavation and I were intrigued by it, I mostly stayed at home during that time. The atmosphere in the village was rather too tense for me liking. And besides, the excavation were undertaken with an air of mystery about it.
Well, you may say superstition here, but I did meet a goblin in my dreams, so there's that.
Tell me more of this folklore you mention.
It is said that Hobbs Barrow is home to a goblin. Everyone in Bewley has some version or another of this story. But the version my father told me as a child described the barrow as a thin place. The goblin were deemed to be the guardian of this so-called thin place.
Is it the same goblin I saw in my dreams, mayhaps?
Tell me more about this goblin.
Some said he were a mischievous little mite, snatching newborn lambs and smashing windows with pebbles. Others said he were friendly, there to lend a helping hand in times of strife. The latter of which makes it all the more surprising as to why the previous excavation took place. My father's stories put the goblin in the mischievous category. Saxnot, he called the creature. I recall one such anecdote, that Saxnot entered Bewley and ordered a pair of boots to be made by the cobbler. However, when collecting them, he insisted on paying for them with a bag of sow's teeth. The cobbler was so scared of angering the goblin that he accepted.
A colourful tale indeed, Mr. Shoulder. Has any explanation been offered for why this Saxnot cursed the soil?
Your guess is as good as mine, lass.
Okay, so the goblin and the boots and the whatnot. I think we did hear about that in the last episode.
What is a thin place?
A place where one can walk between worlds, where the flesh meets the spirit world.
Oh.
Just superstition, of course, as you well know.
I had a peculiar dream last night. I met a creature at Hobbs Barrow. I suppose you might say it was a goblin. It told me it had saved my father from trouble inside Hobbs Barrow. I'll admit the coincidence of this is somewhat astounding.
A remarkable coincidence, but nothing more than that.
But there is still one thing that puzzles me. The goblin told me proof of its claims would await me in the morning. Surely enough, I awoke to find that my father's journal had appeared in my room.
Very queer indeed.
Mr. Shoulder, you invited me here, to a town I'd never heard of, only for me to discover that my own father was here 25 years before. And not only that, but that he was also embroiled in some sort of superstitious hysteria which goes against everything he ever taught me. Something is wrong here. This must be more than mere coincidence.
It's strange, I'll give you that. But please remember who you are, Miss Bateman.
This is my father's journal.
Incredible. Can I look inside?
You may.
Look at these drawings. Wonder what it all means.
You and I both. It all feels very out of character for my father.
I'm sure you'll find the answers beneath the soil, Miss Bateman.
What do you make of this strange stone?
A carving of a cockerel?
Yes, it was strapped to my father's journal. Do you think it could have something to do with the previous excavation?
Possibly, though I'm not aware of the motif having any meaning around these parts.
Is this your glove?
I've been looking all over for that. Where did you find it?
In the alley behind the plough and furrow on the night of my arrival. Were you there?
As I say, I've been bedbound for several days, Miss Bateman.
How odd.
Can I please have it back?
Here.
Thank you. We're peas of the same pod, Miss Bateman. I knew you wouldn't be frightened by a few old stories. It will be interesting to see what those lads found in there.
Certainly.
Yeah, but I'm starting to become scared about digging there.
And for coming here. We have some great discoveries to make, you and I.
I sincerely hope so.
And a chance to follow in your father's footsteps. Right, time for me to shift these old bones. I'm to take me a spot of the plough and furrow. I'll be there all night should you need me assistance.
Thank you, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm sorry again for giving you the runaround. I promise I am not beyond redemption. I won't let you down again. See you soon.
Bye, Mr. Shoulder.
I was starting to wonder if Mr. Shoulder even existed.
Wait, the guy we just spoke to? Mr. Shoulder has shown himself. The mystery is something achievement unlocked.
The day was starting to test me. The word coincidence felt insufficient to explain what was happening. It was after that first conversation with Leonard Shoulder that I started entertaining thoughts of a truly irrational nature.
Okay.
What if my dream wasn't just a dream?
Exactly.
What if it was all more than simple coincidence? What if that thing really could help my father?
Hello there. Can we talk now? Are you
Good
gonna
day,
run
little one.
again?
Hello? What's this? A fiddle bow?
Oh, she's the one
no
with the
string.
fiddle. So it is the goblin's daughter. It was something about a fiddle.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours? Don't be shy. I don't mean you any harm. What are you doing out here all alone on the moors? Do you live here? Would you like me to fix your bow so you can play your fiddle again? Yes?
The woman. Oh,
Hey!
we had more to talk about.
Most peculiar. Perhaps I can mend the bow for her. If memories of my childhood violin lessons serve me right, bowstring is made from animal hair, coated in
Oh,
a
we got
waxy
the
resin.
resin!
The strings don't vibrate without it.
Now we just need to go and off the cat and make it into a fiddle bow. Perfect.
Mr. Shoulder told me he'd be at the Plough and Furrow.
Oh yeah, but I was okay. Oh wait, I should give him the glove, cause with the glove that he had, there was a thing. Okay, well. Bye there, hens. And maybe when we go back to town, the card will be all set up and I can buy things from her. Maybe. Who knows? A bunny! It's enticing, but we shan't do it. Oh yeah, and there was also the church. We should see if the church is up and running. Nope, still nothing. Okay, well. Just gonna take the long way around. Cause you never know. Gotta explore. Okay, nothing here. Okay, maybe we can get some hair from the badger. This is where we got the resin. And there is Mildred. Okay, so nothing here. Then we shall return to the city. Village, town, whatever it is. Hi.
Good day.
Hey up.
I met a girl at the Devil's Toe. She gave me this broken fiddle bow.
Ah, well, you've experienced the local folklore firsthand then, lass.
Yeah, but can you help me fix it?
Does the name Saxknot mean anything to you?
Never heard of it. What is it?
Never mind. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Okie dokie. Badoo, buddy, badoo, buddy. How long does it take you to set up a kite?
Good day.
I'm still.
Ah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hang on. I want to see if the cat is still back here. There's now a horse here too.
Horsehair would make fine bowstring.
Yeah, but no, don't just freaking.
She almost took my head off.
Well, you just took its tail off. We were supposed to kill the cat. Okay, well. So we got. Now we can with the resin, that with the hair and. Oh, hang on. Ah, yes. Take the knife to the cat.
I don't wish to wake him up.
Okay.
I could certainly use the knife to cut some hair from her tail, but I'm gonna have to gain her trust unless I want a hoof to the nose.
Okay, how do we gain her trust? How do we
I
gain...
don't wish to lose an eye.
No, but fucking...
I'll have to gain her trust.
Water in the bucket, maybe?
That's not mine to take.
No, but...
I could tether a horse here.
Horse. Is there anything else I can do? Bounce, hitching post, horse. Great. Bucket. Couldn't I put something in the bucket for the horse to be all happy and fancy? Do you want a stone? No, I don't take it. Maybe I need to buy the horse a beer. Maybe that's the thing here. Okay, there is the guy with the things that he do. I think this is a new man. Hello?
Hello there.
Yes.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Ted Cross.
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise.
Are you a local, Mr. Cross?
Oh no, I'm just passing through. I'm a musician. Just myself, me guitar and me horse.
Oh, so it's your horse?
Are you a travelling musician?
Aye. I've been playing a new song tonight. I've just finished the lyrics.
What's it about?
You'll have to come listen.
Okay, so we need to go listen to his songs of faraway lands. But your horse here, does it need all the hair?
Is that your horse stationed in the alley?
Aye. Thistlecrack is her name.
That's an unusual name for a horse.
Aye. It were what she were called when I bought her. Glutton would be a better name. She likes her treats.
Okay, so
But it
treats.
feels wrong to change it.
So we need to get some treats.
What do you make of Bewley?
Can't say that I know much about this place. I don't usually travel this far south.
I see. Have you heard of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
Can't say I have, miss. What is it?
Never mind. Thank you for your time.
Make sure you watch my performance later, won't you?
I'll try.
Okay.
I don't need to use...
Okay, but you still don't need toilet. Can I have some treats, Stanley? I need treats.
Found old Leonard, I see.
Yes, finally. I've had some rather unbelievable news, Stanley.
Oh? Remarkable.
Quite the coincidence, is it not?
Remarkable. Just remarkable.
Do you recall my father from back then?
I'm afraid not. Those were my droving days, you see. I didn't spend much time in Bewley, but an interesting turn of events nonetheless.
What do you know of Mother Mildred?
I'll tell you what I know about Mother Mildred. She wants locking up.
How so?
She owes me a small fortune on her
Oh,
tab for years ago.
yeah, speaking of taps,
Next time you see
mine
her,
is
won't
also
you?
quite big by
I'd
now.
rather not get involved, if you don't mind.
Be careful who you trust, Miss Bateman.
Yeah, and Stanley, you seem nice, but I'm actually kind of scared about how much I've told you.
Who is Miss Tompkins?
A housemaid in the employ of Panswick Manor. She comes by to pick up his lordship's weekly paper.
I'm surprised newspapers are available in Bewley.
Aye, his lordship gets what he wants.
Lord Panswick likes to keep up with affairs from outside of Bewley.
Aye, he has many interests around the country.
What sort of interests?
His lordship's affairs are his own business.
Okay.
Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
No, I can't say it does.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
No, do you have treats on the horse? Okay.
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman.
I've still not been able to gain permission to excavate from Mr. Bryden.
Is that so? Perhaps you could show him something that might change his mind.
I'll show him the fiddle.
I've still not been able to
Oh,
gain...
wait. Oops.
What else can you tell me about this Saxnot?
Try not to worry yourself too much with these old stories. Leave those to the locals, Miss Bateman.
Have others spoken of goblins appearing in their dreams?
A dream is a dream, that is all. They merely make for good stories.
I know.
But to answer your question, no, not to my knowledge.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm sure the locals have filled you in already, lass.
You cut quite the mysterious figure. Most had little to say.
It's true, I do tend to keep my head down. When one gets to my age, one grows very comfortable in one's home. I like the isolation of the moors. I wouldn't change it for anything.
I take it you don't get many visitors.
Oh no, nobody bothers me. That's the perk of living so far out, huh? Just me and me hens. I used to come into Bewley more often, back before my health went to bugger, eh?
What do you think of Bewley?
Whilst one could consider the villages to be rather unenlightened, this place has its charm. The market's in town today. You can see that folk want fun out here.
Yeah, but she's taking her age to set up that fucking cart.
Is there anything else I should know about Hobbs Barrow, Mr. Shoulder?
No, lass. I'm certain we will know a lot more about it by this time tomorrow.
I hope so. What else can you tell me about the previous excavation?
I think I covered it earlier, Miss Bateman. As you yourself said, it were a time of superstitious hysteria.
Okay.
What was it like, living in that period of hysteria?
I kept to myself. It didn't really affect me. My hens stayed healthy and their eggs kept me well fed. If one can keep a level head in such situations, one can get by.
Indeed. Is there anything else I should be aware of before my own excavation? No other ghouls I should be worried about?
Ah, you know the answer to that. The corruption in that soil were all in the minds of men.
What do you make of Lord Panswick?
His lordship is an important man in Bewley, as I'm sure you have gathered. His family has commanded much respect here for many generations.
Do you respect him as a leader?
I do. He wants the best for the village. Without his influence, the railway line would have never come through here.
Does he want more visitors?
Aye, I believe so. He has great ambitions for Bewley and wants to share them with the world.
Okay, the thought is that what if, because she said, does Mr. Shoulder even exist? What if Mr. Shoulder is actually Lord Panswick?
What do you make of Mildred Walker?
Who?
I believe she's also known as Mother Mildred.
Oh, we used to get about when we were children. Our paths have not crossed in a long while.
What do you think of Charles Bryden?
He is a decent man. It must have been hard for him after that terrible business with his brother.
Without a doubt. I must say I had assumed you had at least spoken to him about my visit.
Sorry, lass, I had no intention of giving you the runaround. Again, I can only apologize.
If you don't mind me asking, what is the nature of your ongoing illness?
Oh, just the ravages of age. Getting off this bench will be a small battle in itself. Something you won't need to worry about for many a year, Miss Bateman.
Growing old is a blessing and a curse. And what of your recent fever?
An ordeal it were. So much tossing and turning. But I'm right as rain now, especially after a mug of ale. Don't worry about me.
What are Lord Panswick's plans for Bewley?
He's rebuilding an old chapel on his estate. He seeks to bring God back to these lands.
But what of St. Edmunds? I think Father Roach might argue God has never left.
Indeed. Let's leave such arguments to them, shall we?
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman.
I
We
am
will
most
speak more later.
confuzzled. There's nothing I can do. Have you set up the... Oh, I probably need to buy some stuff from her.
Good day.
I'm still sick.
Oh,
Okay. So she's still not... How do I then get for the horse so I can get the hair, so I can fix the fiddle, so I can, you know... Does the horse want a cake? Can I still buy the cakes? Are you... No, still nothing in here. Okay. Maybe Mother Mildred have some... She can make like a potion for the horse? Maybe she can do some witchcraft to make the horse talk. Then we can have a conversation with the horse and gain the trust by that. Got the resin, we're good with that.
I
Hello
have
there.
nothing else to ask for the time being.
What?
I shouldn't end.
Okay, so Mother Mildred, no. Where else would I be able to get with the things that I need to get? There's still some food from the goat? And give to the horse instead? We can go back to Bryden and ask again if, please, can we dig at your site? And that is this way, as far as I remember. If that doesn't lead to anything, I'm digging up the grave.
No questions. I'm
But
off.
Yeah, he still says the same. Okay, well... I'll take the bucket.
this is not.
Speak to the goat. Fabulous. Shoot, we're gonna have to dig up the grave. I can't think of anything else to do now. There's a bird. I don't take it I feed the bird to the horse. Oh god, I don't feel good, but I don't know what else to do.
I may be a barrow digger.
Thank you. I'm actually thankful that you didn't want to do that. Okay, can we grab the bunny? So we have checked. We haven't checked the station.
What a peculiar. I can't.
Oops, I clicked out the game. Okay. Oh, the glove! Oh, damn it. I forgot about that. Maybe we can exchange. So I give him his glove, and then he gives me some food for a horse. A rather peculiar transaction, but maybe that's how we do it. If that doesn't work, then we can go to the station. See if that's gonna give us anything. Okay, let's try to give him his glove. I don't have the glove anymore. When did I give that to him? Did I give it to him? I don't feel like I gave it to him. Huh. Sir, do you have some food for your horse? I need it.
I have nothing.
Okay. I guess we'll head to the station then. I can't think of what else to do. I'm confuzzled. So there's nothing here that would be of anything for me. The station is closed for the time being due to track damage between Bewley and Bakewell. We apologize for any. Ah, now I can't even go home.
Hello?
Hello?
My mother always told me.
Okay. Well then, I have now been everywhere and nothing. I am profoundly confuzzled on where to go. We could try Wally's home. Or this.
Hello, dear.
Good day.
Oh, it's the
Sydney,
dog!
Must you be so unruly? Run along home now, won't you?
What a lovely pooch you have there, sir.
I believe we've met.
Miss Thomasina Bateman, the famous antiquarian.
My reputation precedes me.
I can assure you it does.
And you are?
James.
Are you a painter?
No,
I see this
why
bed
would you think that?
Look at the water. See how it tumbles and falls. I seek one spot on which my eyes can rest. Be it a stone or a small corner
I have
of the
a
current.
stone.
I meet it with my gaze, and out of the tumbling and falling, a new land rises. I see a new world.
You certainly have the eloquence of an artist.
Okay.
What are you painting?
A new world.
Quite the ambition.
Indeed, my ambition knows no bounds.
Can I see it?
Is that Lord
Not yet.
Painswick?
It's not finished. And such a world is not complete without you in it.
You flatter me, James.
Because he has like
Say you'll
ambitions
let
and
me
stuff.
paint you.
Sure, why not? Paint me like one of your French
Why
girls.
not?
Magnificent. You shall be the shining star of my new
Well, now
world.
that you say it like that,
I don't really
can
have
I?
the time now, though.
Yeah.
Perhaps later?
Don't fret, my dear. When the time comes, I shall call on thee.
Capital.
Well, whoops. Do you want my stone?
What do you make of this stone?
It looks antique. You might want to keep a hold of it.
Thank you.
Do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
I'd like to know more about you, Thomasina.
Well, that's
What time
creepy.
do you like to rise in the morning? How do you like your tea? What makes you happy?
He's asking too many questions here.
Late, with 3 spoons of sugar and spending time with my husband.
Ah, see, there we go.
You disappoint me.
I
I
don't care.
sense no truth in your words.
Why can everyone...
Are you a
Why is
woman
everyone
with
around here a
dubious
freaking lie detector?
principles, Thomasina?
You ask too many questions.
Now, let me ask you some questions here.
Do you know Leonard Shoulder?
A man of Bewley?
Yes.
I care not for the men of Bewley. Only for the visitors.
That is something Lord Painswick would say.
Was that your dog?
Yes, his name is Sidney. Quite the excitable pup. Don't mind his bark. The little fellow wouldn't hurt a fly.
Are you Lord Painswick?
What do you know of Lord Panswick?
A
Pants.
fine gentleman. Now that is someone who commands respect.
Uh-huh,
Do you know him personally?
No, I don't think anyone can really claim that. But what a tiring subject. Shall we discuss something a little
See?
more exciting?
I think that's
Goodbye.
Lord
See you
Panswick.
soon, my dear.
Cool. Good talk. Do you have food for a horse? Swab! Maybe it wants some swab.
The delicate flowers smell rather sweet.
For the horse? Take it. Freaking, do I need to... Oh. Do I need to dig him out?
No, that won't.
Okay, do I need... I don't take it I use a chisel. A knife?
No, no.
For piss sake. Okay, let's try to... That wasn't the house of Wally, so let's try to go there and see if that gives us anything. If that doesn't, then I am out of ideas.
I certainly don't wish to touch it.
Oh, whoops! I clicked the poo instead of the. Do I need something with the poo? Do I dig in the poo?
I shan't be dragging any of my possessions.
Okay, I think it's just to alert you that there's a horse in there now. Wally, you have food for a horse?
Nobody home.
Welp. Ain't that a slight conundrum here?
The road disappears over the...
Okay. Huh. Well, I've talked to everyone. I've been everywhere. Hello, I need horse food.
I don't think anyone is home.
Can I take some food somewhere?
I don't need to go in there. Mr. Long mustn't be in.
I guess you could say he's long gone. Well.
I don't think anyone is home.
Do I have anything I can do anything with? No. Let's try to go back to the horse. See if we can do anything at all.
The horse has been provided with some drinking water. A fine specimen. She's well looked after.
What if I put the resin in her tail? Will that gain her trust?
I'm not sure what...
What if I read from my journal to the
I'm not
horse?
sure...
I need something!
I'd rather...
Frick it. It's probably something obvious and people are like, how can you not see it? What if I go to bed? Can I go to bed?
I've too much to do today to waste time sleeping.
Yeah, well... What if we kill this guy and take the food for the horse?
I don't wish to give that away.
Okay. Stanley, help.
There's nothing else. I have nothing. Hello again, Miss.
Miss Bateman,
I've still not been able to.
is that perhaps you could show him something that might...
Oh, right.
Thank you,
That's what we need to do. Okay. That's what we're gonna do. So we can't show him the fiddle just yet. But we have other things in our inventory to which he might take interest. I love the speedy little animation, like meow. Okay. So this stone. This stone.
What do you make of this stone, Mr. Bryden? It was strapped to my father's journal.
Wait a minute. Let me see that. By God. Wait here a moment. I need to get something from inside.
Aha!
I waited for what felt like an age. I now realize that Mr. Bryden must have been in a great debate with himself, wondering whether or not to share his own piece of the mystery with me. The goat stared at me, seemingly in pity, as I stood there in that rolling fog. Finally, Mr. Bryden emerged.
Now then, as far as I know, what I have here is the only thing that Samuel brought back from Barrow.
Oh.
Take a look.
Oh, those are the snakes with the two
Incredible.
moons or whatever it was.
That's been in my drawer ever since Samuel passed. I suppose it might be important, so I kept it safe. Fate is clearly playing a part in your arrival, lass.
Please, Mr. Bryden, allow me to excavate Hobbs Barrow, a place that is no more than dirt and stone.
You're not gonna give up, are you, lass?
I'm not.
Samuel managed to say one thing about those men that helped him. I think it's time I tell you.
Yes?
He stuttered out that one of those fellows could barely walk after they got out of there. Tongue-tied too, the man were.
Oh, that seems like my father.
My father.
You what?
My father. He had an accident around 25 years ago that left him bedbound and unable to talk.
Aye, could be him.
My mother told me it happened in a horse riding accident.
Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. Something unnatural occurred, I know it.
Mr. Bryden, we must rely on our rational faculties to explain any...
Promise me you'll be careful. Any sign of trouble, leave without hesitation and we board that accursed place up again. Understood?
Wait, you're giving me permission to excavate?
Aye. Against me better judgment. I don't have the energy to stop you, lass.
Thank you so much. I am grateful.
Don't make me regret my decision. Take Samuel's stone.
Are you sure?
Aye. Give it back to me when you're finished, though.
I promise. Thank you. I'll be sure to show you my discoveries, Mr. Bryden.
I'd rather you don't. Now then, I've got things to get on with.
I don't suppose you can spare any labour to help me with the dig.
Don't push your luck, lass.
What about
Market's
food
on
for a
today.
horse?
Plenty of able-bodied men about. Ta-ra now.
And like that,
Permission
I finally
granted,
had permission
achievement
to
unlocked.
excavate Hobbs Barrow. As exciting as that was, I was distracted by what Mr. Bryden said of his brother's associate. There was no doubt in my mind that father was the stricken man he spoke of. You told me he was crippled after coming off his horse. Why did you lie to me? To protect me? To stop me from following in his footsteps? You failed, and so did Charles Bryden. He should have said no. He should have never given me that stone.
Oh. Is this some sort of, like, foresight that, see, we went ahead and we shouldn't have? Huh. I'm gonna go back and tell Mr. Bryden no, not Mr. Bryden, Mr. Shoulder, that Mr. Bryden said that now we can do the digging. And perhaps you'll be so shocked that he will just... give me some food for the horse. I wanna fix the fiddle before we go and do things. Let's just talk to everyone.
Day.
Good day. Stones. Now I have 2 of them, sir.
What do you make of these stones?
Don't look like out to me.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
I love that I just walked up and was like, I have these stones. What do you think about them?
Hello, Miss Tompkins.
Hello.
We weren't introduced earlier. My name is Thomasina.
Mom?
And you are?
How do you fare, Miss Tompkins?
I'm waiting for Mr. Ambrose. Have you seen him?
Who's that?
The milkman. Ms. Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
Oh, that's what
I'm
you're
afraid
doing.
I haven't seen him. You are in the employ of Lord Panswick.
Aye. He employs Arthur Bewley in one way or another.
I'm in need of some help for my excavation. Do you think his lordship could lend me some of his labourers?
Maybe.
Might you introduce me to him?
Sorry, Ma'am, but his lordship doesn't take visitors. Any road, I must wait here for Mr. Ambrose. Ms. Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
He needs some milk.
If Mr. Ambrose doesn't turn up, and I find you some milk...
I'm already trying to find food for a horse. Now I need to find milk
His
for the
lordship
lady.
really doesn't like visitors, Ma'am.
I'll take the risk.
Miss Fenchurch will be cross with me.
No,
But
that's a
she'll be
you
even
problem,
crosser
isn't it?
if I come back without fresh milk.
So do we have a
See,
deal?
now we're
Aye.
doing something
Bring me
here.
some milk, and I'll take you to his lordship.
Thank you.
But hopefully, Mr. Ambrose will arrive soon.
Have you been waiting long for Mr. Ambrose?
Aye, he should have been here a good 2 hours ago. He's here every market day, you see. He sells only the freshest milk. Miss Fenchurch swears by it. I hope misfortune hasn't befallen him on his way here.
I'm sure he will turn up.
Oh, I hope so.
I know exactly what to do. Because there's a goat that also delivers milk. I can go and milk the goat.
Are you familiar with Hobbs Barrow?
What's that?
Never mind. What do you make of these stones?
Oh, gives me the creeps.
Why?
Dunno, just a feeling.
Who is Miss Fenchurch?
His lordship's housekeeper.
I'll let you know if I find some fresh milk.
Thank you, ma'am. But tell me if you see Mr. Ambrose, won't you?
I will.
Hello, are you Mr. Ambrose?
Can I interest you in a pie? Finest mutton in all the county. 2p each.
No, thank you.
You're missing out.
Yeah, well, I don't got the money.
Good day.
Freshly picked apples, miss. Would you like to try one on the house line?
Oh, yes, I would! Because, no, it's not about me being rather hungry. It's about the horse.
Yes, please.
Here you are, miss.
There we
The apple
go.
looks somewhat rotten. It's riddled with holes.
I hope the horse doesn't mind.
Good day.
Oh, you
Fresh
finally set up your
produce.
card. That's good.
What have you got for sale?
I'm selling meat, vegetables, and all sorts of herbs and things. You're welcome to have a gander.
I'll be sure to browse.
Well, I shall take a gander. Do you have milk?
Do you have any milk for sale?
Not today, sorry.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
Okay. Should we tell... Yeah, let's go tell him first.
Joe, perhaps you've had enough sugar?
Don't you start and all.
Hello?
Oh, aye, she's back again. Can't a man drink his tea in peace? There's nought for you here, lass.
Jesus.
Horrible man. How many more sugar cubes is he going to add to his tea? He'll have no teeth left by the end of the day.
Okay. Can I feed this apple to your horse?
There's nothing else I...
Okay. I did it, Sir the Shoulder.
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman.
Mr. Bryden has given me permission to excavate Hobbs Barrow.
Marvellous. I'm sorry you've had to sort all this out in my absence. When do we start?
Tomorrow, I hope. But first I need to recruit some locals to assist with the dig. It's too much work for me to do on my own.
I see. Bewley has its fair share of strapping young lads. You'll find assistance, Miss Bateman.
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman.
Maybe
I'm
we can
looking
get
forward to
assistance from
tomorrow.
the fellas in the forest. Stanley, do you want to help me dig? Do you have milk?
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
Sorry, lass. I've none at all.
Never mind. Goodbye.
See you soon.
Okay, so goat and horse. Feed the horse, milk the goat. Here we go. This is for you.
Hey girl, would you like an apple? She is completely indifferent. Perhaps the apple is too spoiled for her liking.
Well, maybe I can keep her occupied while she
I could
with
certainly
the
buy
Damn it, I thought I had it. And now just have an apple. That would have made a great home for Kenneth the Worm. But he's dead. Dang it. Everything's going wrong. Well, I go milk the goat. Do I need the bucket to go milk the goat?
Pies!
Can I
The
take the
bucket
bucket?
is rusty and full of...
Okay, it's rusty and full of holes. What about the bowl? Can I now utilize the bowl in my room for milking of the goat? Bowl.
I don't wish to...
Nope. Well. Oh, the music turns sinister. But I'm sure the goat is the source of the milk. It has to be, right? That means I have to go disturb Mr. Bryden again, and that's not good. It didn't seem like he appreciated my disturbances here. Here we go. I do remember a bucket over here.
I should ask Mr. Bryden for permission.
Mr. Bryden, thank you for letting me dig in your field. Can I milk your goat?
What do you want?
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
If you can get any milk out of old Eunice, you're welcome to it.
Eunice?
Me goat. Good luck.
Thank you. Okay, grab the bucket. Maybe we give the apple to the goat. She already has a rotten attitude. Maybe a rotten apple will be just for her. Whoops.
Hey girl, would you like an apple? The grumpy thing isn't interested.
Well, I'm still gonna milk you, so deal with it.
All right, we're doing this.
Yes. What the? What the?
I'm not sure what that was. I don't know what's happening to me. All this superstitious nonsense must be getting to my head.
Do we try again?
I'm not going near that.
Well, okay. I think we should get out of here.
I should ask Mr. Bryden if he could milk the goat.
Yeah. Can you go do it? Cause I don't feel so good, Mr. Bryden. Sorry if I disturbed you again. Thank you for letting me dig in your soil and milk your goat.
Well, did you get any milk out of her?
I tried, and failed miserably.
She's a temperamental beast.
Perhaps you could milk her for me?
I'd like to help you, lass, but I've just had a flare-up in me joints. I've worked myself too hard this morning. I couldn't bend down to save myself.
Is there anything I can do to help?
My wife would say I'm beyond any help, I'm certain of that. But if you know of any remedies for aching joints, please send them my way.
I'll see what I can do, Mr. Bryden.
I'm going to rest for a while. Ta-ra now.
A rotten apple a day keeps the ouchies away? Piss. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave this one here. I think we've had our fair share of superstitious and Hogwash for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you in the next one. Alright, I'm out.